Yo, what's up people? It is Mike the NBA guy here, and this is going to be my draft reaction video. Now, as I am recording this, we are at the very end of the first round. The Sixers have done their pick, and I'll touch on him a little bit even though it's pretty late. But overall, the lottery's done, and the lottery are the picks that I really know a lot about. I'm not really going to be covering the second round. Maybe I'll make a video on that later. But for the most part, I've said in the comments to some people who've asked, I don't know a ton about the NBA draft, so I feel like it would be pretty pointless for me to really talk about the second round, because outside whoever the Sixers end up taking, I'm not going to know much about any of those players. So, getting right into it, first of all, the top three is the big deal. Alright, Anthony Edwards, James Wiseman, Lamelo Ball, in that order. What just happened there? Lamelo Ball, in that order. Alright, Edwards, solid pick by the T-Wolves. If I was them, I probably would have taken LaMelo, but I'm not going to sit here and say, like, Anthony Edwards is a bad pick whatsoever. Dude's got some questions about work ethic, sort of like Andrew Wiggins did, but I don't think the Wolves are going to be that unlucky. I hope they're not going to be that unlucky. And Edwards will play pretty well there with D'Lo and Towns. I think he's a very solid player. James Wiseman to the Warriors. I personally think Wiseman's a little overrated, but, I mean, everyone else seems to be really high on him. We'll see how he does. Overall, I just don't think that's that interesting of a pick. Klay Thompson just hurt his leg again, by the way, today, which is pretty damn big news. It's going to get drowned out by the draft. I just feel bad for Klay Thompson. He seems like a nice dude, and I really did want to see the full-strength Warriors again, so hopefully the injury ends up being minor. LaMelo Ball to the Hornets. Completely predicted this, to be honest. I'm excited to see what he can do in the Hornets. We are going to find out next season whether he's good or not, alright? Because it's not like the Hornets are loaded with talent, and LeVar Ball gets to go off to some random-ass organization that nobody cares about. So that's pretty funny. Patrick Williams to the Bulls. I know nothing about this dude except that he came off the bench all of his college career, which is weird to me for a number 4 pick, but some other NBA players have done it before and still been good. No real opinions there, although I'm going to watch Rusty Bucket's video on the subject right as soon as I'm done recording this. Isaac Okoro to the Cavs. I think that's a great pick. I probably would have taken Obi Toppin there. Also, by the way, I'm not going to go over every single pick in this draft, but for the really high picks, I'm going to cover all of them, alright? Isaac Okoro is a great defensive player. I think he's really good for the Cavs, who desperately need some defense. I would have liked to have seen him on the Hawks, but Onyeka Okongwu, who the Hawks drafted, is also a very good player for them. Killian Hayes, solid pick by the Pistons, even though the Pistons seem to be throwing away everything right now. I cannot believe they traded Luke Kennard. Cannot believe it. I know for a fact Crispy Flakes is crying right now as he records his video, okay? Cannot believe they traded Luke Kennard, especially considering they traded him for the 19th pick, who they ended up drafting. I believe they got... Who did they get? I believe they got Sadiq Bey, who's like a good player, but like for Luke Kennard, I don't know, man. That seems pretty strange to me. Obi Toppin to the Knicks. This is the funniest thing ever to me, okay? The New York Knicks. Obi Toppin's a fantastic player, okay? I had him going number 5 to the Cavs. I wouldn't have been shocked if he even went to the Bulls. Very, very good player. I think he's going to be a very good NBA player. However, it's just utterly hilarious to me that the New York Knicks drafted a fucking power forward. The New York Knicks drafted a power forward. You know how many power forwards are already on that team? Like, I'm so happy it happened too, because I can simultaneously not feel too bad because they got a good player, but I can still mock my friends who are Knicks fans because they drafted another freaking power forward for their team to go along with the other 7 power forwards on there. And of course, frickin' Kevin Knox and RJ Barrett, who might actually be pretty good, and Frank Ntilikina. Just what a roster, man. Just what a freaking roster. What a joke. Obi Toppin's a steal, though, for the Knicks. Low-key at 8, he's a steal. And Deni Avdija, I'm not positive. Deni, who fell to the Wizards, that's definitely a steal at number 9. Going through the rest of these, Jalen Smith's fine. Devin Vassell, I think, is going to be a pretty solid player. I don't know a ton about him, but he just looks like someone who's going to be a solid NBA player. Tyrese Halliburton, solid player. Naismith went to the Celtics. Cole Anthony to the Magic. A lot of people are really high on him. I personally don't see it. Like, I think he's going to be good, but I think he's a little overrated. Sadiq Bey, solid. Precious Achua is a strange choice for the Heat, in my opinion, because he's not a great shooter, and they already have Bam. But he does have potential, and he's a pretty solid, like, combo guy at the forward center, so not a bad pick. The dude has a lot of talent, so he was definitely a steal at 20. And then the last player I care to talk about in this draft, the Sixers took Tyrese Maxey. Now, I was very upset with this pick at first. It's grown on me in the last, like, 20 minutes, 30 minutes since then, but I'm still not thrilled. So look, Tyrese Maxey is going to be a good NBA player, okay? He's got great hustle, he has great work ethic, he's very smooth in the paint, he's very athletic and fast, he's a good defender for a guard. However, he's a very unproven shooter. He only shot 29% from 3 for the year, and even though he shot better in the end of this year, and his form's good, and he shoots good free throws, I just really wanted the Sixers to go hella safe and take Desmond Bane, okay? I wanted the Sixers to draft Desmond Bane. I'm praying to God he falls to the Sixers at 36, alright? If Desmond Bane ends up falling all the way to 36, I swear to God we better take him. Sorry, Isaiah Joe, I know they promised you that they'd draft you, but I'd rather have Desmond Bane. Alright, really, really wanted Bane because he is perfect, okay? The dude's like... Basically, Desmond Bane is everything Korkmaz is now, but he's already like that as a rookie, in my opinion. Like, he's a solid all-around player, fantastic shooter, best shooter in the draft, arguably. Dude just would have been absolutely perfect for the Sixers. Maxey has a lot of potential. I don't hate the pick or anything, and if he can develop into a good shooter, I will be happy with it. So I'm doing my best. Alright, I'm going to trust the front office. Look at Daryl Morey, Nelton Brand, mostly Daryl Morey. They got Al Horford away from us, they got rid of his contract, and they did it at a great price, okay? So I'm going to sit here and be patient, and I'm going to trust the front office that they know what they're doing, and that Maxey is going to be a solid pick, and praying to the Sixer gods that he is the first Sixers draft pick in like 10 years, it feels like, to not get injured in his rookie season, because anyone else here is a Sixers fan. I mean, Zaire Smith, Embiid, Simmons, Fultz, everybody always gets injured. So hopefully, you know, knock on enough wood here. I hope that's not a painful sound into the mic there. Hopefully knocking on enough wood here. What the hell am I saying? He doesn't get hurt and he is able to contribute, and I hope he ends up being a good shooter. Still praying for Bane at 36. Alright, so that's all I really have to say about this draft. That's most of the important stuff to me. Holding out for the rest of the Sixers picks, but other than that, I really don't know much about the rest of the second round dudes. So, hopefully for you guys, you know, you're all happy with the picks that your teams got. If not, it kind of sucks to be you. So, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and check out some of the other content on my channel. I would really appreciate that. Thank you.